It is locked.
All
You
right.
seen that? You seen that
Yeah.
video?
Yeah.
This is locked.
Yeah, with all the logs.
Yeah.
I should
Dude,
just
like
put
it's
that in here right
stupid.
here. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 14 of Brodie Pod. And we got Matt back.
Hey.
He survived his sickness. He's back with us. So,
Dude, I will say, man, I missed it. I
yeah.
feel like it's partially my baby, and I feel like I abandoned her.
Well, you were heavily missed, although Ethan did a great job stepping in last week. So
Shout out Big E.
shout out E, our stats guy, aka step in anchor when we need him. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Like I said, if you're over there on the YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube or follow us on Spotify. And go ahead and rate the show. It helps us out. If you want to stay up to date on the podcast, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Brodie Pod. All right, there's my little plug. Now I'll do a quick little show update, scheduling update. As most of you have probably realized, the episodes have been kind of coming out on Thursdays, and for the foreseeable future, we probably will keep it that way. Just because it makes it easier for editing, and we want to make sure we can put up graphics, make sure we can get everything out and look as clean as possible. So
Maybe in the future we can officiate the process of getting the episode out and everything that takes, and then maybe in the future we can get them out, start getting them out earlier than that.
Well, I think also when football season ends, we'll probably change
the day to
record.
At that point. That point, I don't think it will really matter that much what day it is.
Yeah. But we still will always keep it true to our word, one episode a week. We haven't missed, and we don't plan on missing, even if it's just me doing an epilogue for 30 minutes on the current sports landscape. I am more than happy to do that. But speaking of sports and what is going on, we now have 3 weeks left in the regular season for the NFL. 2 months total, 2 months. And that's it. Football's over. We are now closer to the draft than we are to the start of the year of football season.
I think both me and Brayden are looking forward to the season being over, huh?
Oh, you're teasing the show, man. I love where you're teased right now. My team is not officially out of it yet.
I know.
Yeah, but it's pretty much over. Yeah. Let's get on to the draft. Speaking of draft, the draft is going to be, by the time this episode comes out, 127-ish days away. So we are close to the end of football season. Embrace it while it is here, because once it's gone, it will be gone. But yeah, I think I think playoffs will be the majority of football. What's left right now? We think it's 4 weeks of playoffs. So
yeah, and
only 3 weeks of regular season left.
During playoffs, we should be able to get more in depth with the games and the whatever storylines come out as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be more like about previews, but we'll see. Once again, this is all fluid. We're not held accountable to anything.
We're not set in stone.
Yeah. The Brodie Pod stays moving. Speaking of which, we're going to move right into Brodies of the Week. See that? These segues? I mean, it took 14 episodes, but we
can't move if you don't have motion.
Yeah. Okay. That's weird.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We got motion.
All right, Brodie of the Week. Yeah, Brodie of the Week. Brodie of the Week.
Okay,
am I starting us off here?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'll start us off.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll start. All right, so my first Brodie of the Week, or Brodies of the Week, is going to go to my friends and family. Recently, as I mentioned at the end of last podcast, went and ran a marathon this weekend on Sunday. And shout out to my family and my friends. They came out, supported. I'm going to include some of the pictures from somewhere around here, but I'm going to include the pictures of what the signs were that they brought and everything. The marathon, it was the Dallas Marathon. It started at 8 a.m. and the temperature felt like 21 with the wind chill. Shout out to them. Shout out to my friends and family. They were there the whole time. I finished. I did not set a world record pace, but I did set a PR pace. 4 hours, 47 minutes.
You completed a marathon, man. That's kudos to you. It doesn't matter what time.
Not just one marathon. This was my second marathon I've ever done, and I am unsure if I will do another one, but I did say that I wanted to be able to show the medal out on the pod. I got it right here. Nice little chunk. So got 2 medals now. I will probably, I don't know. I might go for a third. We'll see. Jordan did 3-peat, so I've talked about, I want to see how hard it is to 3-peat. It was hard to do 2, but yeah, I will say marathons, they sound like a great idea when you sign up for them. Then when you do them, when the wind chills like that, it's tough. But shout out to all my friends and family that came out to support. And I
was going to ask, do you think, like I said, it would be harder to run a marathon in that cold of weather? The air gets thicker, right? Kind of gets harder to breathe.
I didn't really notice that. It was more like I was like in a jacket, and then once you start running, like you warm up and you start sweating a lot in the jacket, and so you don't realize how like dehydrated you get. The first 8-10 miles, I felt great, and then I got a blister on my foot, and that was horrible. And then about mile 15 to 20 is where most people in the Dallas Marathon, if you've ever ran it or if you know of anyone that's ran it, there's a hill at mile, I think it's like 18, 19, 20. It's like a little steady incline, but that's where like most people like on the side and throwing up, got hamstrings that are getting pulled, like they're seeing God right then and there. And so that's the toughest part. And then once you get past mile 20, the last 6, my headphones died, so I was just like raw dogging it, David Goggins style.
Bro, did charge his headphones?
Well, the headphones I have are supposed to last like 12 hours, but I guess with the cold temperatures, they died a lot quicker. And so I was just raw dog. I'm sorry if anyone that was running next to me in the marathon was hearing me say like, how bad do you want it, son? Or, you trained 18 weeks for this and you're going to back out now. Yeah.
Channeling your inner David Goggins.
Yeah, I was on a different level at that moment in time. I'm not the proudest of it, but I did complete the marathon. And shout out to anyone out there that's ever done a marathon. It's not fun. My feet are still sore. My whole body's sore. Probably not lifting this week. But I did burn like 4,000 calories. Got to eat whatever I wanted after. So that was pretty
All right, enough about you, man.
Yeah. I want to move on to someone who definitely did have their last thing. My next Brodie of the week is John Cena. Had his final WWE match over the weekend. Yeah, you can't see me. I'm going to try and, I don't know if I want to say this. I was going to try and say his intro music. I was going to make it the podcast intro music, but I got to see with licensing and stuff. If it's there, cool. If it's not.
He's going to show up at our doorstep and beat our ass, dude.
Maybe not. We're going to give him a lot of praise in this one.
Not even going to be able to see him.
Yeah, his final match was Saturday night, December 13th. And it was the main event, and he faced former world heavyweight champion Gunther, a.k.a. Walter Hahn, for his retirement match. If anyone did watch this or you saw on Twitter, Cena did go out by tapping. He tapped out, was choked out, and this is his first submission loss, I believe, in 20 years. I'm not super well versed in like the WWE world. I keep up a little bit just because some of that stuff does show up on like my TikTok or any type of reels or something or YouTube shorts. I'll just
watch it as a kid?
What?
Did you watch it as a kid?
Did I watch it as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I saw it on TV. I mean, I did never know like exactly where to find it, but
I was so into it, man. Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night SmackDown, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, this feels like part of our childhood is going away with John Cena. Like, he has been someone that's been in the WWE business since I've like been able to have a coherent thought about sports or anything. Yeah, I did say this was his first submission loss in 20 years, which is fitting because his slogan has always been never give up. And I think officially he gave up. I think this is his way of saying, I'm done. Actually, leading into this fight, he said, this is the last fight. I will not have a retirement tour. I will not come back. This is it. If you want to see it, watch it now. Because once I am done, I am done. I'm not coming back. A lot of people don't actually believe that, but
he's going to pull a Brett Favre, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he is done. I think the way it's happened out, John Cena, he seemed very serious, but I also can't tell if that's like part of the showmanship, if he's just like wanting more people to watch it. He did at the end of the match. If anyone hasn't watched it, I highly suggest you go look it up on YouTube. Not before you finish this podcast, though. He placed his sweatbands and his shoes in the center of the ring and just walked out. And then he turned around to the crowd one more time, gave his final words, which it's been a pleasure serving you all these years. Thank you, and gave a salute, an absolute class act. And fans were upset at Triple H, which this is where I'm going to get into a little bit. I don't know too much about the WWE world. Triple H, he's an older wrestler who's been in charge of the like scheduling of fights and stuff, and people were upset saying this should not have been Cena's final match, the Gunther guy. But all I got to say is Cena kind of went out on his own terms. He is 48 years old. I think his body was done. I think he had to be done.
He's still so jacked though.
He's still jacked, but I mean like
insane shit. But yeah, I know.
He's Unk now. And actually I think he's past Unk status. And he's gotta focus on acting and stuff now. So I think that would be, I don't think he has anything left to prove. He is the 7-time world champion in the WWE world. And he's definitely one of the GOATs. If there's a Mount Rushmore, he's the one up there for me.
What is that show that he's Peacemaker, right?
It's like is that the new superhero?
Yeah, it's his show that he's been doing.
Yeah,
he's like the main He is Peacemaker, yes.
He actually is. I actually think he's a pretty good actor. So
Yeah, he
I
is,
think
man.
I think he'll have a good career after wrestling.
All those years in WWE trained him.
Yeah.
being a
Well,
good
normally those
actor,
guys are like perfect action heroes because they can do all the flips and the jumps and stuff. Some people, they don't like wrestling as much because they say, it's all scripted and stuff. I say they're still jumping from 20 feet in the air and landing in the ring.
Yeah,
And
still hitting each other
around
with chairs and ladders and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's still you have to be a super just because the ending is predetermined doesn't make it like any less. I don't know. Some of the acrobats and stuff they do is more impressive than anything, I think. But all that to be said, Cena, I don't think he said he's done performing, but he did just sign a new 5-year deal to stay as an ambassador for the WWE. So I don't know exactly what that entails. He might just be like kind of a promoter or something, but we'll see what the rest of his career looks like. But shout out John Cena, my Brodie of the week. All right, I feel like I was talking forever, Matt. Give us your Brodie of the week,
I can't
please.
get a word in. All right, I'm going to preface this.
Oh.
Yes, it's a Saints player. I know 99% of you don't care, but this is mainly for just the storyline behind this guy and for the Saints because I love him. And they won. Charlie Smyth, our kicker. He's from Northern Ireland.
I was going to say, I should preface this. This will be the only Saints talk, so.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't.
Yes, I know that everybody hates it.
No, we don't hate it. I was just letting people know this. If you're a Saints fan, it's a
fun story. It's a fun story.
This is fun. I like this story.
All right, he's from Northern Ireland. He's 24 years old, and the reason he is in the NFL is because he joined back in 2023. He joined the International Player Pathway Program. And for y'all that don't know, it's kind of like a little program that the NFL has, basically with the intention to expand the NFL, globally. I think that coupled with the games that they have, overseas now, I think they're just trying to expand the game, and I think they're getting pretty successful at it. I would say. And there's fun stories like that. The Scottish guy, it's a huge Texans fan. Like there's people that love actual American football.
Grow the game.
In other countries. But yeah, there's like there's parameters though to be able to join this program. You got to be 24 years old or younger. You cannot have played college football in the U.S. You have to speak English apparently, which is fair. Can't be a U.S. or Canadian citizen. You got to be available and eligible to travel to the U.S.
That's probably another fair point.
Fair. You got to be out of high school or like an equivalent, whatever. Yeah, so 19 of 32 NFL teams have actually signed a player through this program. I think the most notable one would be Jordan Mailata.
Oh, on the Eagles.
On the Eagles left tackle. He's a dog. So, I mean, they found him in Australia.
Wait, so this is for anywhere in the world? This isn't just like a European program?
No, I mean, there's people that are from Africa that are in this program as well. Germany, UK, places like that.
I swear I've seen some of us. I've never actually looked into it. That's actually pretty
neither have I.
Way of growing the game.
It is very fun. He got signed to the Saints practice squad in 2024. He recently got called up as we cut Blake Groupie. Thank God. Then he goes out and hits a 60-yarder for the Colts. But yeah, dude, Charlie Smyth, he hits the game, game on the line. There's like 3 seconds left or whatever against the Panthers on Sunday. He hits a 47-yard walk-off, game-winning field goal, which I think for any kicker at any level, this is like the dream, right? You want to be in the position, game on the line. It's literally the game is in your feet. Right?
Game on the line for a team that's 3-10.
It doesn't matter. I'm saying any level.
You got to deliver. If you don't, you guys are going to get a better draft pick.
We want to win though.
That's every kicker's dream.
Team morale, Team Kim. But all right, so my favorite part though is he kicks the ball. It's like halfway in the air, and he turns to the Panthers sideline and like holds his arms out, like taunting them, like I'm fucking here.
He should have got a flag.
I'm doing this to you. No, come on.
Can't do that.
He was in the, he was in the middle. He wasn't even talking to him, but he just, he was looking at their sideline, kind of insult to injury.
Was this as time expired in the game?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was about to say if he had to go do a kickoff that next play.
Oh yeah, he's getting belted. Yeah.
All right, good time to call your shot. Wait, yeah, that's sick, dude. That shout out. Was it Charlie Smyth?
Charlie Smyth, fun little story.
Charlie Smyth,
Northern Ireland. Shout
out. I love the International Player Pathway Program. That's a mouthful, but
it is fun.
I didn't know
I will say I listened to his the post game press conference or whatever that he was at. really couldn't understand a word he was saying.
He barely. Wait, I thought you had to speak English.
Yeah, it was with that thick accent, man.
Thick Ireland accent.
Yeah.
Maybe I could find like a clip and implement that into the podcast. I'm sure that'd be great
should.
listening for everyone.
All right.
Next one.
Second Brodie. This guy's American.
Yeah.
Mr.
True-blooded.
Cooper. Mr. Cooper motherfucking Flagg, baby.
Yeah.
I think it was my Brodie like 2 weeks ago, actually.
Well, okay, so this would be a two-time.
This should be a double, which, I mean, yes, I love the Mavs, but I will say most people who listen to this probably are like Dallas area. They're probably Mavs fans, so maybe they would want to hear about this.
That or they're hurt Dallas fans like me.
I know, especially like people like you who are like Mavs fans, but they haven't really watched the season. Don't really know like what's going on.
Yeah, I will say, as much as I want to hate the Mavs, I do like Cooper Flagg. The way I feel about the Mavs, it's not towards Cooper Flagg or this team. It is towards Nico Harrison and the front office. I'm slowly getting past that. I'm slowly kind of coming back around on Cooper Flagg, but I'm still.
The wins are still, they're still there. They're still fresh.
Yeah, we're not even a year past the Luka trade, so I'm still kind of just hurt.
I'm about to get into a stat that kind of reflects that. But all right, Cooper Flagg last night played against the Utah Jazz in Utah. He drops 42 points. This is including overtime, but he did have 40 in regulation. He dropped 42 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 stocks. Just steals/blocks. This is most points in a game for an 18-year-old. That's a thing. Most points in a game for an 18-year-old all-time NBA history, breaking LeBron's record, obviously.
Uh-oh.
Next, Bron?
Next, he's better than Bron, apparently.
Tied for most points in a game by a Mavs rookie. Third most points. He actually has the third most like total points before turning 19, behind LeBron and Mr. Kobe Bryant. Just
real quick on that last one, the Mavs rookie, who was that he's tied with the most points for?
Devin.
Oh, so
Harris.
it's not Luka.
It is not Luka.
Okay.
No.
I was curious.
I think Luka still has more. He's a little ways to go to match Luka's rookie year.
Okay. I'm not trying to be, any gotcha. I was just asking. I was curious.
No, I know. I mean, dude, I'm a Lucas fan just as much as
I know.
you,
I get
it's
it, man.
tough.
You
like
were
for him
glad
coming into
Luka's gone, dude. That's what I heard.
Yeah, hate his guts.
Yeah.
I'm all about the Americans. Okay?
I'm gonna clip that and I'm sending it to Luka.
Don't send it to him, dude. It's gonna be like that meme, like he didn't finish his vegetables.
Yeah, he didn't finish his vegetables. No, don't tell him.
No.
I'm gonna tell LeBron he didn't finish his vegetables. No, don't do that, please.
Yeah, I mean, this team is fun. It's young. They're all young.
I am kind of coming around.
Young core.
Shout out, Matt. Get me on the Mavs.
They did lose last night, OT. But
yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
this guy's 18. This guy's
18. For the future.
Dropping 42.
Building for the future. That's what we're doing. All right. I think, is that all we had for Cooper Flagg?
That's all I have to say about that.
All right. Well, next we will come back talking about some of the headlines in the National Football League. Stop. All right. We're back for NFL Week 15 headlines and stories, starting off with
probably the biggest
and the saddest. Patrick Mahomes has come out. He's torn his ACL. He's done. It was on kind of I don't know. A lot of people that are Chiefs haters probably don't know how to feel about this because the Chiefs will now miss the playoffs, but now also Patrick Mahomes will miss he's definitely missing the rest of this year, and will probably
to be back for the season opener next year.
I don't think he'll be back for the season opener. Normally
ACLs, he got surgery today or yesterday.
Normally ACLs are a year until you feel like you're back to 100%.
Yeah, but he's an NFL athlete. He has more like access to better.
Yeah, I would because the Chiefs, I've also heard that the Chiefs are going to have to like retool and rework some contracts.
They're actually in cap hell right now.
So it might be worth it to, this season's over for sure, but like next season, I don't know. I don't know where they go from here. It does depend on Mahomes. I know that they were getting like some surgery. They were looking at different options here in Dallas, and
he got surgery yesterday.
Yeah, so he had surgery yesterday,
which is the day after is kind of crazy.
Well, they want to get that going as fast as possible. The healing process. I did see
Cowboys doctor.
Cowboys doctor.
Yeah, that's who did it.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, he's still young. Did you see the similarities of like him and Brady from whenever? So they both came off both were 28. Both had won 3 Super Bowls and were coming off a Super Bowl loss. The only difference is Brady did his in like the opening game of the season of the 2008 season, and Mahomes did it in December. I think he'll be out till at least November of next year at the earliest. I don't know why you want to rush him back, especially, with someone of Mahomes' caliber, but this does hurt, I think, the National Football League as a whole, because if Mahomes isn't playing, it's going to bring, views down and whatnot. Mahomes did release a statement, just kind of about the situation. I'll kind of include it in here. It says, "Don't know why this had to happen. I'm not going to lie, it hurts, but all we can do is trust in God and attack every single day over and over and again. Thank you, Chiefs Kingdoms, for always supporting me and everyone who has reached out and sent prayers. I will be back stronger than ever. Shout out Mahomes.
I think
wishing you a speedy recovery."
The worst part about this is he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, he's on a lot.
I'm in the playoffs on. Yeah. Gonna pick up Bryce Young? Is that who I'm picking up? I mean, that was a joke. I know it's very serious. It sucks.
No.
I mean, it's a good
make light of the situation.
It's honestly a good sign that Tom Brady tore his ACL and he came back and he still was, won 4 more Super Bowls.
Medical technology has progressed a lot more since 2008.
Yeah,
a lot more ACL surgeries that have taken place, and people have come back, and you're seeing a lot more normal. Some people say, you'll never be what you were before, obviously, but I think, with that, he'll have to evolve his game. He's someone that can evolve his game, and he'll be able to play again at a high level. I did see the stats, speaking of Tom Brady, that, Tom Brady never took a snap with his team eliminated from the playoffs. Mahomes, with this injury, will now never take a snap with his team eliminated from the playoffs. So a little catch-22 there, because he won't obviously play the next 3 games of the season.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah. So
I also have a couple fun little stats as well.
All right.
Written down here.
We love stats.
What?
We love the stats.
We love the stats. We're all about the stats.
We're stats
Big stat guys.
Yeah.
So AFC Championship this year won't have Mahomes or Brady for the first time since 2014. It's
quite a run.
Crazy. 11 years. Also, this will be the first playoffs without Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Mahomes since I was born. 1998, dude.
We've always seen those 3. I guess I haven't.
Man.
I haven't, but you.
Yeah. You have. You're born before me.
I know. I did see. What was the freak? It was such a dumb stat. It included Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, it was like the AFC champion has been represented by Mahomes, Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, and Joe Burrow. Those 6 quarterbacks since, I don't know, I think it's since 1999 or whatever.
Yeah, at least since Tom Brady's been starting. That's insane, actually.
But like Flacco is in there, and he's only done it once, and then Burrow's in there. So it's like the list. It's kind of a skewed stat. It's like as guys do it, the list. So like this next
but
one
only
will be
6. Only 6
will be
in
like Josh Allen.
Only 6 in 27 years is kind of crazy.
I would like to see what that is for the NFC. Like how much?
It's probably so much different.
Yeah, it's probably like.
It's not really been a team that's been running it consistently, like a dynasty type.
I mean, the 49ers,
like
the 49ers had a different quarterback for the last couple of years. They had Garoppolo and Purdy.
Yeah, I mean, Eagles, they had Foles,
and then Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
The Giants had Eli.
Cowboys, right? Oh, wait.
Yeah, nice one, dude.
They haven't made it. Oh.
Yeah, the one time you guys did it, Drew Brees.
1 for 1.
Yeah, good job.
Undefeated.
Back to
I think also the person that is most distraught and upset right now is Chris Collinsworth, dude.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about Chris Collinsworth. He might retire. He might retire. We got to
get officers over at his house. He might be ready to pull the trigger, dude.
I bet he's ready to donate his ACL to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, his 90-year-old ACL.
Patrick, take mine.
Here's a guy who's willing to give his ACL to Patrick Mahomes.
And it's me.
That really does suck, though.
I think we've made light of the situation. It does suck. Listen, we're not saying this doesn't suck. We are just trying to make light of the situation. Obviously, Mahomes is one of our favorite players, so we hate to see that and see him go down. But speaking of ACLs, there was another ACL that was torn on Sunday. Micah Parsons for Green Bay. And this was, I don't know how we want to attack this. That we did see one of the worst takes ever.
We did.
Ryan Clark came out and said that Bo Nix is the reason that Micah Parsons tore his ACL first of all, it's a non-contact injury, but he said it was because Micah Parsons was violently having to chase around Bo Nix in the pocket all day, and that Bo Nix, I guess, should have. He said, I don't know how he worded it, but he was just saying like Bo Nix was running around and it was causing Micah Parsons to have to violently adjust and make different steps, and that's why he tore his ACL. As someone that had Micah Parsons on his team, we traded him this year. I hate to see that. Micah Parsons was one of my favorite players on the Cowboys, and to see him go down like that, especially for Packers fans right now as they're trying to get ready for a playoff run. Now you come out and Micah Parsons out for the rest of the year. Like that definitely hurts your hopes of reaching the Super Bowl because he's such a integrate part of that defense. But they're gonna have to move on without him for the rest of the year. And I was kind of asking the question of who do you think is going to play first now that it happened on the same day? Do you think Micah Parsons comes back first, or do you think Mahomes comes back first?
Considering Mahomes already had surgery. And
Has Micah not had surgery yet?
I don't know. I just assume. I mean, the day after surgery, the day after is like kind of unheard of, right?
I mean, like Cam Scadaboo had surgery that night whenever he broke his ankle. I will say, I think Mahomes will be back first just because as a quarterback, you're not having to be as explosive in the movements that you have to make, especially as someone at Micah Parsons who, as an edge rusher, that's all he does is explosive movements, cutting inside, trying to chase down quarterbacks, who Ryan Clark said that's the reason why. But I think Mahomes will return first. But
could have happened to anybody on that defensive line or any linebacker that's chasing him when he's out of the pocket.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing he said.
Real quick, I did just see the list of injuries this year. I was just going to read them off. There seems to be an issue. So Micah Parsons, torn ACL. Patrick Mahomes, torn ACL. Nick Bosa, torn ACL. Malik Neighbors, torn ACL. Tyreek Hill, torn ACL and kind of, I think, everything in his knee.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft, torn ACL. Zach Ertz, torn ACL. Marshawn Lattimore, torn ACL. Najee Harris, torn Achilles. Daniel Jones, torn Achilles. That is a lot of major stars in the NFL that have just gone out with knee injuries or Achilles this year.
Yeah, I actually saw I have it in front of me. It's a list of the total ACL tears that have happened in each season since 2013, and this year it's the least it's been.
Really?
Since 2013. I know there's 3 weeks left, but it's at 30. Last year was 38. Year before that, 43. Year before that, 2022 was 51. Year before that, 57.
So would you say we're at 23 this year?
We're at 30. But there's 3 weeks left. So, I mean, we'll see. But, I mean, I think it looks worse than it is. It looks more prevalent just because the notable guys.
Yeah, it's happened to more notable guys probably. Okay.
Yeah, Nick Bosa.
That's good news.
This is like his second ACL tear.
Yeah, I think I saw a graphic, or not a graphic, but it's like a video of kind of like what the surgery entails. Listen, we're not doctors on this podcast. Let me just go ahead and get in front of that real quick. Don't take any of our medical advice.
That's why we're on the podcast.
Yeah, that's why we're on a sports podcast. But the way that they have to go in, they have to find a donor tendon and attach that with screws into the knee. And it goes in, I think it sits like diagonal. And it's just it's screwed in. And then eventually the human body adapts. It's pretty impressive what the human body can do. And the advances that have happened in the medical field. I've always said the knee, it was never built for football. And it's something that's always going to be, I don't think there's a way that you can ever avoid it as long as football's around. It sucks when it happens, especially like your favorite players, but it's just part of the game. And hopefully as medical advances keep happening, it's just easier to come back from. So it is pretty impressive what the surgeries and stuff are able to do.
Yeah. I mean, it still is the worst injury you could have.
I've seen a couple
besides Damar Hamlin, but
yeah, that says okay.
But yeah, to come back after that, I mean, to be fair, Adrian Peterson did it, but he is
Patrick Mahomes already running for comeback player of the year now for next year.
It's probably gotta be. Chiefs missing the playoffs, torn ACL, they come back next year, they win. Whatever.
It is crazy. Back on just Mahomes real quick, that he's never missed the AFC Championship as long as he's been a starter.
That was 8 straight years or something.
Yeah, I think it's 8 straight. He's been in the league 9, but he didn't start his rookie year.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that is
pretty impressive run.
Insane. Might be fun to see. At least we'll get a new team, right?
To represent
at least one new team. Yeah.
At
least one new team.
People are saying this is Josh Allen's year now. He doesn't have to go through Kansas City
or the Ravens or the Bengals. I guess he could go through Ravens, I guess, but
there is a bunch of new teams.
I think
that are kind of in the running.
Previously,
what?
But I think Burrow beat him previously, so it's he doesn't have to go through the 2 teams that beat him in the playoffs. consistently.
So this is his window. This is the time to make a run for Josh Allen, which the Bills did look really good on Sunday. Well, not in the first half, but in the second half they looked great.
They're turning it up the right time.
Let's get into the next one here. Speaking of Burrow, the Bengals have been eliminated from the playoffs officially. Matt's LSU king, Joe Burrow.
My prince. Both of my guys are done for the year. They're shutting down Jaden Daniels too.
Got shut out for the first time in his career by the Ravens. Thought they were going to make a little bit of a run. Didn't end up happening. And what is this about Joe Burrow? People thinking he's going to retire.
It's just the ominous statement, little press conference that he had like a couple of weeks ago, saying that he's got to find the love for the game again.
People are.
Jamar Chase even came out and said that he's never had to uplift Burrow before. Burrow's been like uplifting him in the past, and now he's got to do that for Burrow. He's got to get him back to where he's been. And to be fair, I can see where he's coming from. He's been injured like almost every single year. And the Bengals organization, it just has done really little to surround him with the pieces that he needs, the O-line that he needs, the defense, especially. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to retire. People were comparing him to Andrew Luck. I think if anything, he will just go to a new team. I don't know when his contract ends with the Bengals. I don't know how many more years he has left, but I think whenever that's up, I think he'll be. Didn't he just sign a new deal like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So he's got probably at least 2 more years.
At least. He's probably. I can look it up. Huh?
Yeah, look it up real quick. One moment.
Burrow contract signed a record-breaking 5-year extension with the Bengals, $275 million. Took effect after 2024 season and runs through 2029. So he's
there for 4 more years.
He's there. He's not going to be there for 4 more years.
He might be requesting a trade.
He will be, I think. So I saw a clip from Dan Orlovsky that said there's like 3 teams that should make a trade for Joe if he becomes available and says that he wants out. Which are the Jets, the Raiders, and the Steelers, actually.
Ooh. I don't know if it's a trade if he'd be able to go to the Steelers, because I don't think the Bengals would trade him.
They probably would not do. Yeah, I doubt they would do that.
However, didn't they just trade? Where did they trade Joe Flacco to? No, Joe Flacco got traded from the Browns to the Bengals.
Yeah, but
the Browns would do it, but the Bengals will not do it.
I mean, it's Joe Flacco, but
so Jets or Raiders? I probably would say
he's not going to go there. There's no way he goes to the Raiders. I think they might have the only worse offensive line.
We'll have to see whenever the draft comes up, because those teams are going to be right up there for a quarterback this year.
Jets would be fun for him.
Jets would be fun.
They got I feel like the Jets young O-line. They got Breece Hall. They got Garrett Wilson.
I'm just trying to picture him in each uniform. I think he looks better in the Raiders uniform. I think I could see Joe Burrow in a Raiders uniform. I don't think I could see him in a.
I could see uniform. I could see him in black and gold.
Ooh, Saints. You guys have Tyler Shuck though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you guys got your guy already. So that's it. Bengals eliminated from the playoffs. Surprisingly, the Cowboys, after losing to the Minnesota, just real quick, not eliminated from the playoffs. We have a 1% chance. We just need the Eagles to lose twice to Washington, and I believe I can't remember who their other game is, but they have to lose 3 times, and the Cowboys have to win out. So we're still alive. I wish the Cowboys went ahead and were eliminated, so I didn't have to talk about it anymore, but just wanted to bring that up real quick. Someone that's not eliminated, though, Trevor Lawrence, T-Law, had himself a historic day. What was it? 330 yards passing, 5 touchdowns or?
5 passing, 1 rushing touchdown.
Yeah, 5 passing, 1 rushing touchdown. He's the first player, as well. 50 yards rushing, absolute career day. It's the first time it's ever happened in NFL history. Where an NFL player, NFL QB has had 5 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 50 rushing yards. I did talk about on the last podcast, I was going to pick him up in my fantasy league. I ended up not being able to pick him up. Someone else did, actually the person I was playing, and he had a historic day. So that was
tough seeing, tough luck.
But I tell you what, I called my shot. I said I was picking him up, and he had that historic day. So unfortunately, I was not able to pick him up, but shout out Trevor Lawrence. Could have been Brodie of the week, but just had some other
They're
ones.
Now first in the AFC South.
I mean, they're good. The Colts have been fading. I think it's between Jacksonville and Houston for the first seed in the AFC South.
I saw a clip from Breece Hall, from Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne.
Is it Trevor or Travis?
Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne.
Travis Etienne.
Travis Etienne, a clip from him who's been interviewed. He was saying he's never seen T-Law play like this, and they won a national championship together, and he's never seen him play this well.
Let's hit the brakes a little bit. This was against the Jets.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I was thinking earlier, I was talking with my coworker earlier, I was saying he had a hell of a game. He's looking like, one of the best quarterbacks in the league now. He's like, hey, they play the Jets. Dude, it's the NFL. Man, it's the best of the best, dude. The Jets would drop 100 on Ohio State today. I mean, this is the best of the best football players in the country, man.
Yeah.
It's an NFL team. I mean, 6 touchdowns from one guy is insane.
It is impressive, but I just wanted to, don't crown the Jags the winners of the AFC yet. I mean,
I know, it's good to put it in some perspective, but
this was one of the worst teams in the NFL. It is still, you are correct. This is an NFL team. The New York Jets are an NFL team.
That's all they are, really.
Put it on the postcard. We're going to post that up on Twitter. Matt says the Jets are an NFL team. But
not the worst. They're not the worst team.
And Brian Thomas, he's playing football now. I could have used that a couple weeks ago before I got eliminated in fantasy football. But you know what? Shout out Brian Thomas. He's finally looking like a receiver out there. Brian Thomas, an NFL receiver. I think that's what
Travis Etienne has 3 receiving touchdowns. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Travis Etienne, a NFL running back. Sorry, I'm honing on
all
that
right,
point
dude.
a little too much. All right. Speaking on another historic thing that's going on, Myles Garrett Sack Watch, new segment brought to you here officially.
Previous Garrett, Brodie of mine.
A previous Brodie of the week for Matt. He is at 21.5 sacks this season, and he is doing it on what are the Browns? A 3-10 football team. What's the record? Let me see real quick. I have it right here. Yeah, Browns are 3-11. So this will be like the coolest thing that happens on probably one of the worst teams this season. Current record holders for sacks in NFL season are Michael Strahan of the New York Giants and TJ Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers are tied at 22.5. There are now 3 games remaining in the season for the Cleveland Browns: Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. So it might be Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I don't know. I'd love to see what he does against Buffalo.
He's gonna put the nail in the coffin for Joe Burrow's decision on leaving the Bengals that last game.
Yeah, and I did find a little bit of a stats thing here. Shout out Sports Ball on TikTok. But there is typically 60 plays per game in the NFL for an offense and a defense. 32 of those are pass plays. But the Browns, the people that they play against, the teams that they play against, only have 28 pass plays per game. And so he's
always ahead. They're always ahead.
They're always ahead. And so they're just running the clock out on the Browns. So he's actually had less plays to do this on. And like when TJ Watt did it, he had 20.5 pass plays per sack. Myles Garrett is at 17.4 pass plays per sack. So
also, did TJ Watt? I know he did it in the season where there was 17 games, but I think he did that in 16, right?
I cannot remember exactly what the game was, but I think Myles Garrett should be able to do it before the 17th game of the season.
It might have taken him 17. He could do it in less games than Strahan.
Yeah, and he's already I believe, let's see, what's the current record for sacks in a career is 200 sacks by Bruce Smyth in 19 seasons. Myles Garrett is at 124 in 9 years. Oh, and it seems like if just looking at the chart, he's moving up. It seems like he's just now hitting his prime. Unfortunately, it is on the Cleveland Browns, but still.
Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of what a historic season for a guy that's being wasted away.
Yeah, unfortunately. But we will, until this record's broken, we're going to have Myles Garrett sack watch on the podcast.
You think that's like the hardest? This might be one of the hardest records to break.
Yeah,
22.5 in one season.
Yeah, just with I don't know.
I know there's an extra game now, but still.
Yeah, I feel like now in the NFL we do see more pass plays, like the air raid offense, not really the air raid offense, but just like more of a spread offense is happening. Like you don't see teams running the ball like back in the day. Like it used to be all just, runs. Like if you go back to a 1930s game, it was just like the spread T or whatever they call it. It was Army Navy football the whole time. And there was never a lot of opportunities to get sacks, but now we're starting to see, more pass plays. Like I said, it's kind of irrelevant for Myles Garrett because the teams that they're playing against are always running the ball against him. But he's absolutely on a tough clip right now, and we'll keep it up. Unfortunately, just is going to die with the Browns. You tapping there, Matt? You tapping on the desk?
My fault. I mean, Buffalo's O-line's kind of decent. Pittsburgh's O-line is kind of decent. So maybe it'll take until the Bengals game to break it.
He could put the record so far
it.
out there that no one else will ever touch it again.
That is true. He just, what do you have? 5 in one game?
Yeah, 5 in one game.
In a game? A couple weeks ago?
How many did he actually have in this game? Let me see real quick. He had 1.5 this game. So I thought he wasn't going to get any against Caleb Williams. I thought Caleb Williams was going to be able to avoid him. He is like the best avoiding the sack this year. That sounds like a dumb stat, but
the sack. Huh?
Yeah, it sounds whatever.
You wouldn't think Caleb Williams would be a
jeez, here we go. All right, on to the next segment here. Miami, go ahead, Matt.
Miami loses 14 straight in sub 40-degree temps after the loss last night to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I think not only is Tua not a cold weather quarterback, I think Miami as a whole, there's something with those jerseys. They don't look like cold weather jerseys. It's like the turquoise and the white and the orange.
No,
like
they're all about
translate to the cold.
They're all about South Beach, man, and the sun.
I was saying last night, whenever we were watching the game, Matt, I said they need to have a cold weather jersey alternate, like a black and the turquoise just doesn't translate.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the
dolphin is not a cold weather animal.
You never go south or north, whatever.
It's not like a great white. They have like a great white alternative.
Yeah, I mean, I think this only probably applies to Miami. This doesn't apply to any other team in the South that are this bad. And sub 40, that's not even like crazy cold.
No, I ran a marathon in colder.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the same. I mean, they have, especially in the sidelines, they have, heaters and those big old jackets that they wear and everything to keep them warm. I mean, I wrote down here, is this actually due to cold weather, just coincidence? I think it's probably just coincidence.
You would think they'd be better
for the most part.
They have to go up to Buffalo once a year, or
That's
New
true.
England.
They got to go up to New England
once
as well.
a year, or New York.
And they got to go back up to New York.
The division never makes the AFC doesn't make sense of why
they're there 3 times out of the year. They're playing. Well, I guess it depends what time of the year.
The Bills. They played the Bills. I think they were in Buffalo in September this year.
Yeah,
so they got away with it, but there was the year before.
It's not like that every year. Surely there's been years in the past where they've been up there 3 times, or twice.
I'd love to know when the last time they did win. So it's 14 straight in sub 40. We'll get our analytics on that. We'll bring it up probably next time they have a cold game or something.
I also have down here, should teams up north have domes? No, I don't think so. I just wrote that down just for a talking point.
I like it, but I love a snow game.
Dude, yeah. 100%.
I love the cold games when you can just see the breath on like the D line and the O line just going across.
Yeah, the Bills Patriots game, a little snowy.
Yeah, or the players that are psychopaths and go out there and just like their jerseys only. Yeah. They don't wear like an undershirt or.
Shout out Mac Hollins.
Yeah.
Shirtless before the game.
Shirtless and shoeless.
He
comes rolling up to the game. Granted, if I looked like Mac Hollins, if I looked like Mac Hollins, I would not wear a shirt either.
That's fair.
That guy's shredded.
I mean, so for the Chicago game, it was like single digits. Wind chill was like
7
negative.
degrees. Yeah.
I mean, maybe in that case, it's not really fun because there's no snow. Like, I want to see the snow. Is that cold? Give me snow. Yeah. It's just miserable for them at that point. But that's football, man. That's football.
That's real man football right there. Did you see on the Chicago game, the 7 degrees? Speaking of which, Chicago Bears, I guess, don't have Coke or Dr. Pepper at their games. They're sponsored by RC or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that is like a northern.
I guess that's their thing.
That's one of their pops.
Different subject for different day. But it was so cold, fans were opening their bottles of RC and pouring them in, and it was turning into a slushy immediately.
Yeah, dude, it was freezing. Yeah, I showed my mom a clip of that.
That was absolutely amazing how cold that game was. I love a good cold weather game. Unfortunately, the Dolphins do not. And also, should we just mention, do we think Mike McDaniels is getting fired next year? Do we think he's back? Should the Dolphins just blow it up?
Is it his fault or is it Tua turn the ball over's fault?
His glasses were fogging up last night.
I don't know. It's put in context, bro. I mean, come on. Guy's not what is he trying to make a fashion statement with the glasses? Take them off, dude.
Well, I think he has to I think he needs glasses to see.
Contacts, man. What are we doing?
What if the contacts freeze up on him?
Does it work
Obviously,
like that?
I don't have contacts. I don't know.
But yeah, that's an interesting point. I think might as well get him out of there. Get Mr. Turn the Ball Over out of there.
You think the Dolphins need to draft a quarterback this year? I got Quinn Ewers as the backup.
100%. They got Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson's on the Dolphins? Interesting.
Yes, very good options. I mean, yeah, at this point, I guess they're not. Are they eliminated?
Yeah, that game last night, so this podcast will be out on Thursday. We're talking about the Monday night game.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are now eliminated from the playoffs with the loss last night. So,
I mean, honestly, Tua has like 15 interceptions on the season, like the most in the league. I would just throw Quinn in. Why not?
Yeah, might as well.
See what you got. He was good in college. He's been riding the bench.
I say the Dolphins need to blow it up, except for Devon Achane. Keep him around.
Keep Jalen Waddle too, man.
And Darren Waller.
Jalen Waddle could be like a Tyreek Hill with a better quarterback.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill comes back. Darren Waller had.
Is he going to come back? His leg was 90-degree angle.
He'll be back. Yeah, so that was a little bit of the storylines from the NFL. Next, we'll get into picks and previews for Week 16. I can't believe we're already towards the end of the season, Matt. So sad. We got to make these picks count.
What a shame. I only get to see the Saints lose 3 more times.
No. Well, good teaser there for the Saints. All right, we're back for NFL Week 16 picks and previews here on the pod. And Matt's back this week, so we can officially start counting these again.
I can officially start losing more.
I did win last week, so I said only if Ethan beat me last week was I going to count it. Sorry, Ethan. You tried. I'm undefeated in the picks, apparently. I still have a 12-game lead on Matt right now, go into the final 3 weeks of the season, but you never know. He's not out of it. It could turn all very quickly. Starting off with Thursday Night Football, probably, I think this might be one of the best games of Thursday night, or probably in the week's slate.
Probably of the year.
I wouldn't say the year. But it's going to be Rams at the Seahawks, and...
How is this not?
What do you mean, how is this not?
They're fighting for the NFC West.
They are fighting for the NFC West.
2 best teams.
It is 2 of the best teams, possibly for the NFC overall.
True.
Rams are 11-3. Seahawks are 11-3. Both are 5-2. Oh, wait. No. Rams are 5-2 away. Seahawks are 5-2 at home. That doesn't really matter. This game is in Seattle. Like I said, I don't know who I'm picking yet. Is that who you're going with, Matt?
Yes.
You want to make your pick? You want to say it on the pod?
Give me Matthew Stafford.
In the Rams?
Give me Puke Nacu in the Rams.
Nice.
I just think Sunday Seahawks won. They didn't score touchdowns, 6 field goals.
That was
I think this was their second game this year where they only kicked field goals. I mean, they did win both of them. But you're going to have to score touchdowns if you want to beat the Rams. Probably the best offense in the league, I think, easily.
Fair point. I think, isn't Devontae Adams out, though?
I think he might be out.
Okay. I am taking the Seahawks. The Rams did beat the Seahawks previously in Los Angeles, 21-19. But I think these teams are going to split the series on the season. And the Seahawks defense has just been clicking. I know last week, like Matt said, wasn't the best showing against Phillip Rivers at 44 and the Colts, but the Seahawks. Yeah,
it took them.
They still found a way to win, and so I think I'm riding the Seahawks. I think they're clicking.
Yeah, they did clutch it up. I think Groupie hit that 60-yarder with like 40-something seconds left.
The Colts,
we're able to get down there, and
Jason Myers might be the best player on the Seahawks.
I also saw Jason Myers is 6 or 8 field goals away from breaking the most field goals in a season record.
It's actually a great stat.
Thank you, sir.
I have faith in my guy.
All
right, and next games. We do have Saturday games this week, so just be prepared for that if you're in fantasy football playoffs or any type of championship run right now. There's Saturday games starting off with Eagles at the Commanders at 4 p.m. on Fox. Shane Daniels will be out in this game. Will be out of this game. Eagles, I think they're firing. I'm taking the Eagles, Matt.
Take the Eagles.
All right. I already wrote it down. That's what I kind of figured. All right. Next game on Saturday. Like I said, there's 2 games on Saturday. We have Packers at the Bears at 7:20, also on Fox. I think the Bears are absolutely clicking. The last game that they just played, granted it was against Cleveland, but I thought it was a very good, complete game. They just lost to the Packers in Lambeau, and now they're coming into Soldier Field. The Packers losing Micah Parsons. That's a big blow to that defense, and so I believe the Bears are going to be able to pull this one out.
Yeah, man, Bears. I mean, when you got a good run game and a good defense, you're going to win a lot of games, and it's going to be hard to beat you. I want to go Packers, but I'm going to go Bears.
All right. I think those games are. I think the Packers Bears is more interesting, just because.
I think Christian Watson, I think, went down for the Packers. I think he's done.
Oh yeah, they did have
I believe.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs is week to week right now.
Yeah, they're kind of riddled with injuries. So
Yeah.
I think Bears are they're kind of just running away with it a little bit.
Green Bay is favored in this game, by the way, by 1.5. So just interesting. Once again, this is on Tuesday when we're making these.
Where is it? Oh, it's in Chicago?
It's in Chicago.
That'll be this is such a fun rivalry between them.
Especially now that both teams are good. Normally, both those teams are not good at the same time. And
That's
normally
true.
the Packers have been better than the Bears. So, but that doesn't matter now. It changes now, hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Sunday noon game, starting off with Chargers at the Cowboys. This is going to hurt me, man. I'm taking the Cowboys, but I just expect to have my heart broken. Chargers are a tough team. Justin Herbert playing with one hand practically. Jim Harbaugh's got that team. He's in lockstep with him. He's got him dialed. That defense is for real. Cowboys, I'm really just picking with my heart here, but my brain would say go Chargers.
I mean, the only reservation I have is Cowboys are literally fighting for their lives. I mean, this is it. They have to win.
Yeah.
Have to win.
It's a must win.
That being said, we go Chargers.
I commend that pick. It's like you picking the Saints every week. I have to pick the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So unlucky there. Next game, Bills at the Browns. I should just go ahead and write this one down for both of us. I don't think anyone's stopping Josh Allen and the Bills right now. There are some games as we get into this late in the season that just kind of you expect them to work out a certain way. Now, we could be surprised by Shedeur Sanders, but unfortunately, I don't think it matters what Shedeur Sanders does. It would matter if Myles Garrett is able to stop Josh Allen, and Josh Allen he's a big body quarterback. He's not going to be affected at all.
Looks good in shorts.
Yeah, he's a new father, so he's got someone he's playing for a little extra.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true. So, congrats, huh?
Congrats to Josh Allen. Yeah, this might be the year, Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, earlier in the season, I was thinking the Bills had kind of fallen off, taking a step back, and then Josh Allen has turned into Superman as of late, which he usually does every year. So obviously, beating the Patriots last Sunday, huge comeback win. Going to ride that momentum.
Easy one there. All right, what?
I was going to say, although I do want Myles Garrett at least get one sack.
I do want, we want to see him get a sack, but it just,
I don't
think one sack is going to stop Josh Allen. You need probably 20 sacks.
You need a lot of sacks.
Yeah. Next game. This game is actually interesting now because some of the stuff that's happened recent. Chiefs at the Titans. Gardner Minshew will be starting for the Chiefs, and obviously Cam Ward is the Titans quarterback. Had this game, had Patrick Mahomes in it, I would say no problem. Give me the Chiefs. I still kind of want to take the Chiefs in this one. I can't tell if the Titans are just tanking their season. If they want to get that pick, they are 2-12. And they are 0-7 at home this year. Does that trend continue, or can they get their signature win? I should also say the Chiefs have one win on the road this year.
I mean, Gardner Minshew he's not a bad quarterback.
He's not a bad quarterback.
He did have a bad end to that game, but that's a crazy situation to be put into for a backup quarterback.
The Chiefs are favored in this game by 3.5, so it's closer than what a lot of people would think.
I mean, the Titans are so bad.
Titans are so bad, but Pollard's been playing good as of late.
And I do want to shout out Cam Ward because he is playing way above that record. I mean, the weapons that he has are horrendous. They're dropping passes after he makes some crazy moves in the pocket to escape pressure. Throwing it to him, they're dropping it. He's a really good quarterback. But
you know what? I think you're talking me into it. I think I'm going to take the Titans in this one. Matt, where you going?
I talked myself into it, actually.
You coming with Titans on me?
Yeah, why not? I still want them to win, so Saints might have a better pick at the end of the year.
Next game, Bengals at the Dolphins. I believe I'm going to roll with Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
It's tough to fully commit because of everything that just transpired, especially after what he said and then them being eliminated after a poor performance.
Both these teams are eliminated.
That's true, but Tua might be fighting for his job at this point.
Yeah, so
give me my boy.
What?
Give me Bengals.
Okay, we're both going Bengals then. You kind of made it sound like you were taking the Dolphins. You have a good way of hiding your pick.
I just wanted to give a little Respect
All
both
right.
sides.
Next game, easy pick for me here. Jets at the Saints. I've told you every episode on this podcast, I am taking the team that's playing against the Saints. Give me the Jets. I don't even know who. Is Tyrod Taylor starting for him right now?
Nope.
Who is it?
It's your cousin, actually.
Oh, is it Brady Cook?
It is Brady Cook.
Okay. Shout out
Cook.
Brady Cook.
We're gonna have.
I might get a Jets jersey.
We're gonna have that boy in hell. Sure, they get. He's coming down there into the bayou. The voodoo is gonna be voodooing. I'm gonna be there in person.
Matt will be
front
at this game
with my mommy, front row, 50-yard line, watching Brady Cook throw 15 interceptions.
We will have a live recap of this game next episort from Matt.
I'm gonna hop the fence, hop down. I'm gonna go interview Brady Cook after the loss.
There we go, and then get thrown out of the stadium.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'll be looking for you, Matt. Maybe we'll see if we can spot you on TV or something.
I get a sign that says Brodie Pod.
Brodie Pod. There we go. Bring it into the stadium. All right, next game, Vikings at the Giants. And the Giants are also, both these teams are also eliminated. The noon slate is kind of, it's not the best slate of games. But I'm going to take the Vikings. I'm going to take 9. Just came in, whip my boys up a little bit on Saturday Night Football. Giants are just so injury-plagued this season. I don't think, it doesn't matter who's at quarterback, that Vikings defense is for real. So yeah, give me the Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings as well, even though the Giants are a fun team. I think at this point of the year in this season, there's going to be a lot of teams that are eliminated, but they're still going to want to, play hard and potentially.
Yeah, I believe there's 13 or 14 teams that are eliminated right now. When I was counting earlier, so I think
there's still a lot of teams that aren't officially, but
they're pretty much like the Cowboys are pretty much eliminated.
Yeah, there's
next game, Buccaneers at the Panthers. Now this one is probably one of the better ones on the noon slate of like stuff that's actually being played for. These teams are kind of playing for the NFC South. This will probably the winner of this could end up winning the NFC South, or probably will win the NFC South. I'm going to take the Panthers. The Bucs losing to the Falcons, I think, was demoralizing. I think the Panthers are going to have something to play for. But with that being said, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Buccaneers are kind of looking good. But I'm going to take the Panthers at home.
Listen, Panthers just went against one of the best teams in the league on Sunday. Went against one of the best up-and-coming quarterbacks in the league. It's, you can't knock them for losing that one, right? I was just kidding. They played the Saints. But, I mean, they have to play each other actually the last game of the season as well.
Yeah, they play this week. They have a week off, and then they'll be playing in Tampa. So I think, if anything...
I mean, this still matters tremendously. But, I mean, I'm going to go Buccaneers.
Let's see. Current standings real quick. What are these teams' records? Both these teams are 7-7.
Yeah. Who's first, though?
They're both 2-2 in the division.
Got to be a tiebreaker somewhere.
Who's on top? The conference, the Buccaneers are on top.
Okay. I think that's because the Saints just beat the Panthers. I think because the Saints beat the Buccaneers like 2 weeks ago, and that put the Panthers on top. But then the Bucs just lost, and then we beat the Panthers. So
what the tiebreaker would be. Wait, hold up one moment. Yeah, okay, so Tampa Bay wins the tiebreaker over Carolina based on best win percentage in common games is the current tiebreaker. But obviously these teams are going to play twice. Like, they control their own destiny. So you said you're going to take the Bucs?
Yeah, I'm going Bucs. I think they're pretty healthy. They're back
Sunday games, Sunday afternoon games, Jaguars at the Broncos. Now, this is interesting because the Jaguars have been hot. The Broncos have also been hot. Both these teams on win streaks currently. The Broncos are on an 11-game win streak, and the Jaguars on a 5-game win streak. I think T-Law just had a historic day, but I think that Broncos defense is a lot better than Jets. Give me the Broncos.
And Broncos are one of 2 teams that have locked up a playoff spot already. Broncos, Rams. But, dude, I don't know. Do I ride with the hot hand? I mean, I guess they're both kind of hot hands, but in Denver, T-Law, the hair's going to be flowing.
I'll be flowing.
After what Bo Nix said in that post-game interview, I'm going Jags.
What did he say?
The lady asked him something about them being underdogs coming in the game, and he's like, yeah, we're overdogs now.
Oh.
Or something like that.
Bo Nix, yeah, listen. I don't know what's going to happen with them in the playoffs. We'll see. All right, Falcons at the Cardinals. Both these teams are also eliminated. Battle of the Birds here. I'm rocking with Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals. The The Falcons are a good team as well. Kyle Pitts had a historic day last week. We didn't really talk about it on the pod just because it happened like literally a week from whenever we released the podcast. So
Yeah. So what do you have? Like 11 catches, whatever, 150 plus yards, 3 touchdowns. Do you know the last tight end to have 150 yards and
yes,
three touchdowns?
I saw this.
Oh, you did?
It was Unk.
Yeah, it is Unk.
Shannon Sharp.
Big Shay Shay. Shout out Club Shay Shay.
Shout out Club Shay Shay. All right, Matt, who are you taking in this game?
I'm going to go Cardinals as well.
Okay, we're both wrong with the Cardinals.
I think that offense is kind of humming. There's a reason they shut down Kyler.
Nice.
This season.
All right, Steelers at the Lions. This is an interesting game for the afternoon slate. I think I'm going to rock with the Lions, especially at home. The Steelers are giving me weird vibes after that Monday night game. They couldn't get any of their running backs in the end zone. They had Jonnu Smith run one in. They had a tush push in, the passing touchdowns.
And Connor Hayward as well, another tight end.
Yeah, Connor Hayward on the tush push.
That was the first game in NFL history where 2 tight ends scored a rushing touchdown at the same time.
That was the first game ever?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
2 different tight ends scored a rushing touchdown.
Steelers give me weird vibes.
Yeah, I think Lions offense is just incredibly high-powered. They're right up there with the Rams. It's going to be tough for old man Rodgers to keep up.
Especially Lions just getting their backs blown out against the Rams last week. I think Dan Campbell's going to have those boys ready to bite some kneecaps. That seems to be their motto. Ama Real is Ama Unreal. There we go. Put that on a t-shirt. All right, Raiders at the Texans. This is a pretty easy one, Matt. I believe we both are going Texans here. Raiders are probably one of the worst teams in the NFL this year.
I mean, I'd probably say they're the worst.
Yeah, I think they could be up there as one of the worst.
Even though I don't think they have the worst record even, but.
They do not have the worst record. I don't think on Tankathon they're leading. But, all right, Sunday Night Football, Patriots at the Ravens. Let me make sure this is... Yeah, Patriots at the Ravens. There's possibility for games to get flexed now. I didn't think this game would get flexed. It's not getting flexed. Patriots just coming off a bad loss to the Bills. But the Patriots are undefeated on the road, and for that reason, I'm going to take Drake May and the Patriots, get it back right. So, yeah, give me the Patriots. Matt?
Patriots.
There we go.
Ravens just haven't put it together this year.
They put it together against Cincinnati last week. I'm just trying to talk you into them.
I'm not. You're not going to do it.
All right. Monday Night Football, 49ers at the Colts. And listen, Phillip Rivers, great quarterback, right? 44, it's a great story. Unfortunate, I feel like the Colts are falling apart here. And 49ers, say what you will, not having Nick Bosa. Their defense is still pretty stout, pretty strong. And the offense is just going to be still moving the ball really well. I'm taking the Niners. Matt?
I want to go Colts so bad, dude. I'm going Niners.
All right.
The Niners are kind of like an under the radar, really good team. I think they're 10-4. CMC has a chance to have another season, another 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving yards, and he'll be the only player in history to have multiple seasons.
I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot to talk about that. Yeah. So shout out CMC.
That's why I'm here, buddy.
That's why you're here. That's why we pay him the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 49ers are currently the 6th seed at 10-4. That's crazy, right?
NFC West is wild this year.
NFC West, other than the Cardinals, is actually It's like how the NFC North was a couple of years ago. You charge your headphones?
Yeah.
Let's see if that picks up.
They were. I mean, and AFC West was kind of in contention for one of the best divisions, and then Chiefs fell off. So
yeah, unfortunately, Chiefs couldn't pull it out. So we'll see with these picks coming up. But next, we'll get into a little bit of the college football. It's been award season and stuff, so we'll get into a little bit of that stuff and preview some of the games coming up this week. All right, we're back to do some college football bowl games and news going around. Starting off with Matt. What's the first thing you got here?
It's just I thought it was kind of a fun little.
I know. That's why I passed it to you.
Sorry, I was putting on I was watching the Spurs Thunder. Anyways.
Oh.
All right. Utah head coach Kyle Whittingham retires, and this might not be big news to most of y'all. However, he, I guess, still is the second longest tenured head coach in college football. Head coach of Utah for 21 years, the winningest head coach in Utah history. He's still going to coach their bowl game now.
I did not realize he was set to retire. As someone that's in the Big 12, or my team's in the Big 12, playing against him, he looks fairly young. And then I looked him up, and he's 66.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, I did not realize he's that old. I mean, I'm glad because that Utah team is tough. I don't know who they're going to get to replace him with, but
I don't think it's come out yet. But Yeah. So the longest tenured head coach in college football right now is Iowa's Kirk Ferentz. Been there for 27 years.
I did look him up. He's 70 years old, and he looks like he should be retiring.
That's why their offense has been the same for decades.
He is.
He's into that old school, hard-nosed, run the ball down your throat.
Yeah, that's why Iowa was leading in punts a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Their punter was like an all-star or something like that. That took that on Iowa.
So, I mean, that's a long time to be a head coach, like 21 and 27 years. Like, that's such a long time, right?
Yeah, was Kyle Whittingham, was he Utah's head coach for 21 years?
Yeah, but he's been with the team for like over 30, just in different.
So Las Vegas Bowl is going to be it, huh?
Yeah. Until the actual longest tenured college football head coach of all time is Joe Paterno. 46 seasons.
That's a long time.
I did see Penn State.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to get too far.
Penn State.
We don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because he was kind of retired like during that time.
Yeah. So I did see Kyle Whittingham. I was just looking up Utah's when their bowl game is. It is December 31st against Nebraska. And like Matt said, it'll be in Las Vegas. So if you want to catch his last game, it will be then.
I'm sure we're all dying to do that.
I'm sure on December 31st, I will be huddled around my TV watching Nebraska and Utah. But speaking of things that we want to keep up with, award season has been going on the last week for college football. And I guess we'll start off with the big one here. Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman. There's a lot of people saying this is the worst Heisman winner in 20 years. I kind of agree with that.
No, you don't.
It was a down year for Heisman, especially in the quarterback department. I mean, if you compare Mendoza to anyone in the last 20 years, you get to like 2005 or something. 2005 was Reggie Bush, but like past 2005, you get like some old school quarterbacks before you start getting to his number. So.
You know what? I was thinking about this earlier, and my rebuttal to this, because I'm sure this was going to be brought up. I mean, you can't compare him to, like Joe Burrow, for instance,
or Lamar Jackson
that had Johnny Football, record-setting, incredible seasons.
Cam Newton,
good for them. But not only you got to look at the full picture here. His stats don't jump off the page; they're not insane. But he barely turned the ball over. To be fair, I mean, he's quarterback on the number one ranked team in the nation, and he's for Indiana. He led them to the number one seed in college football last year. They weren't even in the playoffs. They weren't even sniffing the playoffs.
They were in the playoffs last year.
Indiana?
Yeah.
What?
They lost to, was it Notre Dame?
Are we dead ass?
Yeah, they were in the playoffs last year. It's Signetti that's turned that program around. I got him thrown off.
Damn, bro. They were 10? All right. Leave it in, dude. Yeah, leave it in. I don't know ball. That's fine. They were ranked 10. They went from 10 to number 1. Undisputed best team in the country. Right.
Well,
I mean, undefeated. Took down Ohio State, the big dogs, previous champs.
Yep.
I mean, he's the driving force for that team, man. I know their defense is exceptional. Obviously, they have a great head coach.
I will say, out of the quarterbacks that were available, I think he's the one that should win it. But unfortunately, the Heisman has turned into a quarterback award. I thought,
like you said, it was a down year. You can't compare him to. You got to compare him to the players this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to compare. But if I had my way, I would have taken, I don't know, Jeremiyah Love. I would have taken him out of the Heisman consideration after Notre Dame pulled that bowl game stunt. I won't punish him as the player. Though. I said I would. I didn't say it should. I didn't say it should happen.
It makes sense.
Julian Sayin, I think he could have been replaced with Jacob Rodriguez. That's just where I say if you saw the voting, Jacob Rodriguez did have more first place votes than Julian Sayin. Unfortunately, Julian Sayin had second and third place votes.
That's pretty lame. I will say J-Rod should have been in there. I think even Dante Moore had a case, an argument to be in there as well.
Yeah, but then he lost to Mendoza. I don't think you have too many of the Big Ten quarterbacks. Turns out Fernando Mendoza, bilingual quarterback. I know the name, would make you think that, but he actually is bilingual. He did during his Heisman acceptance speech, he gave a little part in Spanish to his grandparents, and it was touching. Listen, if there's a good guy in college football, it is Fernando Mendoza. He could win the Great Guy Award, but unfortunately, I just don't think he was
I mean,
the
dude,
best player in the country this year.
he's up there in every quarterback stat. Barely turns the ball over.
Yep.
His effect on
He's
the field and off the field.
He's on the number 1 ranked team in the nation. That's what this award is.
Travis Hunter won it last year. Colorado was horrendous.
Yeah, who was even up for last year?
It's like Ashton Genty.
Oh yeah, it's him and Ashton Genty.
But
on Boise
mainly,
State.
Yeah,
it was kind of a downhill.
I will say, I know Jeremiyah Love. His stats were nowhere near, not even the same stratosphere as Ashton Genty, but he's still the best running back in the nation.
Actually, had less rushing. Didn't he have less rushing yards than Johnny Manziel's?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. So
I mean, it's just a mid year.
Yeah, it was a mid year for the Heisman. I'll tell you who did not have a midnight was Diego Pavia. Had probably one of the wildest nights of the Heisman.
Let's get that brother out of there.
Yeah, he doesn't care if NFL GMs are watching him or not. Diego Pavia, after the Heisman ceremony, did go to the club after and got a sign from, I guess it was from bottle service or something. It was like, fuck Indiana.
What a clown, dude.
What? I mean, like, why?
Have fun not getting drafted. Have fun selling car insurance for the rest of your life, buddy.
I did see he did come out with an apology, so I will put that up on the screen real quick. But basically, it was
sorry.
Yeah, it was. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. He was trying to. He's a competitive guy. When he didn't win it, he just if you want to read it, pause it. It's a long thing to read, so
there's just no overwhelming favorite this year.
Yeah,
and so
Diego Pavia did have the stats. He just didn't have the team to do it.
I mean, at that point when everybody's just so neck and neck, pretty much, you just you got to give it to the best quarterback on the best team, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Heisman this year, but some other awards here. Oh, I guess we should say Mendoza is the first Indiana player to win the Heisman, and he's the first. I'm trying to remember when the last Big Ten player did it.
You wouldn't know. There's no way you would pull that out.
I think I saw it. I think it was like Ohio State 2008 or something. Who was it?
He also won the Davey O'Brien Award, best quarterback. Also first Indiana player to do that.
Yeah, okay. So it was Fernando Mendoza this year, Indiana 2025, and Troy Smith from Ohio State in 2006. So he's the first Big Ten quarterback since 2000, or Big Ten player since 2006 to win the Heisman.
Dude.
Told you, I knew there was something over there. I knew there was a little stat.
I mean, just looking at the stats, quarterbacks wise, this was cool. How is this such a down year? Makes Joe Burrow's here look even more insane.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next award here. J-Rod wins the Bednarik. Am I saying that right? Bednarik?
Don't ask me.
Bednarik Award. It's for the best defensive player in college football. First Texas Tech player to do so. Matt, is that your stat?
Shout out. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that was an Ethan stat or your stat.
Mine.
All right. Next one here. Jeremiyah Love wins the Doak Walker. We need to make these names more legible. I don't know if I'm just uneducated on how to pronounce these.
I mean, these are former players.
I know, but I don't know. Oh, maybe there's not a way to fix it.
I actually don't know. They're former players. I'm just assuming that would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. Wasn't there a player named Heisman? I'm pretty sure.
No. I know there's a Theismann.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wins the Doak Walker Award for best running back.
Yeah, it's named after John Heisman.
Shout out,
legendary college football coach and athletic director. Passed away in 1936.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
I like that name.
It was originally the DAC Trophy, DAC, in 1935.
Prescott?
No. That would be a different type of award. Okay. So, yeah, most of these awards are named after people, as Matt alluded to. Jeremiyah Love wins the Doak Walker Award for the best running back in college football. First Notre Dame player to do so. What's this next one here, Matt?
Micah Lemon wins the Biletnikoff Award for the best receiver.
Best receiver.
Second USC receiver to do so. Last one was Marquise Lee in 2012.
Okay.
This was a little surprising to me.
That is
Jeremiyah Smith, probably regarded as the best receiver in the country. Cardinal Tate is right up there with him. I think Cardinal Tate's probably going to get drafted higher than Micah Lemon, although Micah Lemon is definitely going to be a first-round pick, probably for sure.
Or even, I guess, Arizona State's receiver got hurt.
Yeah.
What's his name? I just saw it on the Tankathon receiver.
Jordan Tyson.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
shocking.
yeah, if he didn't get injured, obviously he would have been. He's up there as well. He might be the first receiver off the board. Who knows?
Yep. What's the next one here?
Caleb
Caleb
Downs
Downs wins Jim Thorpe Award. What is that one?
award for the best DB defensive back in the nation.
Could have saw that one coming.
Ohio State guy. Last one was Malcolm Jenkins in 2008 for Ohio State, at least.
Beauty.
New Orleans Saints legend.
I think that's all the awards that we had, correct?
Yeah, I mean those are the main ones.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's so many awards that get given out. We just kind of touched on the most of them. Jacob Rodriguez cleaned up in the defensive department for linebackers and best
I think
defensive player in the country.
What's the edge rusher for Tech?
David Bailey.
Yeah, I think he also had a conversation as well. He had an argument. I think he was either first or second in sacks.
I know. Me and Ethan kind of talked about that. We were saying it. I think that was something that hurt Jacob Rodriguez's case, is that David Bailey was also getting Heisman votes, and so I think that's
also
I
saw the Tech had the number 1 rated defensive line in the nation. Which, if you're a linebacker, having a super good D line makes your job at least a little.
I'm going to be interested to see how they rebuild. That D line did cost us $7 million this year, so
they're not short on funds anymore. So
no,
I think they're fine.
Weird. I did see there's some quarterback controversy going around Tech, or not controversy, but possible people are going to be moving in. Dylan Raiola just hit the transfer portal for Nebraska, and then Brendan Sorsby for Cincinnati. And there was even someone else. I can't remember exactly who. We'll get into that a little bit. Transfer portal is about to get crazy once college football is over. Actually, it's probably going to get crazy in the next couple weeks.
Who's Michigan's quarterback? Is it something Underwood?
Bryce Underwood.
Bryce Underwood. I think he's probably.
You think he's out?
I think he could be out. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even really. Once again, the day before this podcast released, that news came out for the Michigan coach.
Yeah, I think he could be able to move. I don't see why. I mean,
so we didn't get really a chance to talk about it, but yeah, there's probably what's crazy is that news of the Michigan coach. That whole thing came out after National Signee Day for high school, or National Signing Day for high school. Like, you think they knew about that and they just didn't want to mess up any of the people that were going to possibly be committing to Michigan? By the time it came out, I don't know. It's such an unfortunate situation. We don't want to speculate on that situation because there's a court case going on right now.
It is a crazy situation.
It is a crazy situation. But
back to Bryce Underwood, though. I think
back to college football. Good.
He
steer us back.
Dude, he has connection to LSU. He was LSU commit, and then flipped to Michigan after he got paid like $20 million or something like that, $10 million.
Yeah.
So I think maybe his coach is out. He sees Lane Kiffin coming to LSU, and Lane Kiffin is getting these 5-star recruits. He has so much money now. Like,
did you see him Trinidad Chambliss's commercial with AT&T?
I did. I thought that was so funny.
He said it's basically that it's like he's transferring to AT&T, but it's like it says like I'm entering the transfer portal or something. And I was like, this is like a shot at Ole Miss, like he's going to be transferring to LSU after the season.
Yeah, his friend. I think the friend in the commercial was like, "Oh, I thought you were talking about something else."
Yeah, I was like, "What do you think I was talking about?" or something. Yeah. I think
we know what you're talking about, brother. Come on down to the bayou, brother.
I don't know if normally those ads and those commercials are planned out a couple months in advance, and the way it just happened, it's just like it's weird. It's weird timing.
There's no way that was planned in advance. That's got to be intentional.
I don't know. Some other news going around. I guess whether people are staying or leaving. Arch Manning, Texas quarterback, will return for the 2026 season. That is coming from Cooper Manning, Arch's dad. He confirmed to ESPN's Dave Wilson on Monday night, her college football home. Interesting. I feel like if you're an Aggie fan, you're upset that Arch is coming back for his third year. Is it third or fourth year? Because didn't he sit 2 years? This is his senior year? He's a redshirt, I believe. Okay. Well,
he's going to be a junior.
Okay.
A true junior.
A&M's in shambles right now. Arch Manning is undefeated against A&M right now. So someone did say, go ahead, put Texas at number 1 and give them the Heisman just like we were going to do this year. So I think Arch Manning, bold prediction.
They were that last year preseason.
I think I was saying that he needed another year to develop. I think we were doing the podcast. I think there was a clip on TikTok of me saying that. Saying that he needed another year to develop. Same with Bryce Underwood. We both said this.
Saying that.
And so I think, next year could be Arch's breakout year. Especially, he didn't improve his draft stock at all this year. So
I mean, you could see just his progression throughout the season, and ending on that incredible game against A&M.
Yeah, I think Arch. I don't know if he'll be playing in the bowl game against Oh, they're playing LSU?
No, they're playing.
Michigan?
Yes.
Okay, Michigan. So that will be
LSU's playing Houston.
okay. I forgot about that. So yeah, I'll be interested. Now, just coming up in the future, someone that is not coming back. Notre Dame running back Jeremiyah Love did announce he's declaring for the NFL draft per Adam Schefter. Put out a statement. I think everyone kind of saw this coming. His draft stock is at the highest it's going to be. I would say probably projected first rounder.
Oh, he's
best
projected.
Best running back in the country.
I mean, he's not only that, maybe best offensive player, honestly, but projected he's probably going to be top 15.
Yeah, I mean, especially running backs in the draft. Good. You want to get them on a rookie contract. You don't want to, pay the veteran running backs because they normally get hurt. So you want to get a nice young guy in there. And Jeremiah Smith, I think he will be a good running back in the NFL. Now, for how long, that's kind of always to be determined. But
I mean, I think he's kind of up there with the hype of like a Saquon.
You think he has Saquon hype going in the draft?
I think I mean, he's going to go very high, and I'm going to get into this. I love draft stuff.
Yeah, Matt will have a big board for the draft.
When the time, when we're in like March, April, whatever, I'm gonna get
when's the draft
into all of this.
The draft is in March?
It's in April. Start talking about it in like March leading up to it.
Yeah, March, Matt's going to release a big board every week. Getting ready for it.
Speaking of March Madness, that's going to be
it's not going to have a podcast.
Yeah, gotta get.
We will have a bracket challenge. Maybe
we should. We should.
Yeah, we'll do
for the viewers.
Challenge.
Like, let them fill it out. Like, give them $100 for the best bracket or whatever.
Maybe the winner of our bracket challenge will come on the podcast and tell us.
I think they'd rather have $100. To be honest.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe that's where we'll give them $100. I don't know. Well, to be determined. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with that. Speaking of something that is right now, though, ChatGPT has released its predictions for the college football playoffs. And I thought this was shocking just on some of the upsets it has. In the first round, it has JMU upsetting Oregon. I don't know if it's been seeing JMU's social media team over the last week, but that was an interesting selection. ChatGPT knows something we don't. It has Alabama beating Ole Miss, which these first round of games are all this week. Actually has Alabama going all the way to the semis against Texas Tech. And then on the other side of the bracket, it has pretty chalk. It's Ohio State against Georgia in the semifinals. And then for the national championship, it has Georgia beating Texas Tech. So honestly, thank you, ChatGPT, for putting us in the national championship. I will be interested to see how correct AI is in predicting college football playoffs.
Speaking of the bracket,
Matt, you weren't here to talk about college football last week.
I wasn't. Like, considering games start, first game's Friday, MOU. Do we want to give her like your little picks?
I already did my picks for the last one, but you are more than welcome. I would just say Alabama and OU, that one's on Friday. I'm wanting Alabama to win this. I believe we both want Alabama to win this game. Alabama is favored by a point and a half.
Yeah, just to get into it a little bit, OU, after the last game against LSU, they just look so bad. Offensively, they look horrendous.
I think they're going to be fired up, though. Night game in Norman, 7 p.m. on a Friday.
I know they already beat Alabama, but I think Alabama's tired of losing this year. They already have 3 losses. It's not going to be 4.
I did talk to an Alabama fan, and I was like, if OU beats you twice, do you have to call him daddy? He's like, shut up. So, got in his head a little bit. But I do want Alabama to win this game. Next game, Miami at Texas A&M. Saturday, it's going to be, I think Miami got lucky with an 11 a.m. kickoff in College Station.
I was going to say they got lucky getting the playoffs to begin with.
Yeah, they got lucky, but I think they have something to prove. I think Miami's going to win that one. I hope Miami wins.
Is that just bias?
It is
or
bias.
Do you actually think they're going to win?
I'm biased. I want A&M and OU to lose.
Okay. Well, I'm not biased, and I think A&M is going to wax them because Carson Beck is not good.
There you go. All right, 2:30 game on Saturday, Tulane at Ole Miss.
It's going to be fun because, Tulane's in New Orleans. I'm going to be
and Tulane
out in New Orleans watching these games actually on Saturday.
Tulane did lose to Ole Miss earlier in the season.
Yeah, that's when they had the big kiff, though.
I think Ole Miss is going to be able to handle them.
I think if there's going to be an upset in the first round, I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, I can see this one being an upset.
I guess Alabama's 9, OU's 8, so I guess that would be an upset as well. But
I don't know if that's
an actual upset.
Alabama's favored in that game.
Oh, they are?
4.5, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, this might be the only upset.
And Mississippi, Ole Miss is favored by 17.5 in this one.
Yeah, and JMU is. I should about to get into that, but
Well, let's talk about that. It's the next game, 6:30 game on that Saturday. 12 JMU going against number 5 Oregon. Oregon is a 21-point favorite, and I'm rooting for
21 and a
JMU
half.
in this one.
21 and a half.
Oh, is this 21.5 now? I'm rooting for JMU in this one specifically because of their social media team. They saw a video in slow motion of the Ducks of Oregon, and they were like, "Is this real? If it is, Oregon is the slowest team in college football." And they've just been kind of like little bro and gaslighting Oregon this whole week.
Kind of memeing them a little bit.
Yeah, kind of memeing them a little bit. So shout out JMU social media team.
This would be. I'm going to be the biggest JMU fan. This would be so fun if they win, man.
I mean, I'm rooting for Tulane or JMU, one of these teams to win, because I've been someone that's been a proponent for one of these G5 teams. I think they should have their spot in the college football playoffs. I don't think it should be, the 12 best SEC teams or whatever. I think there should always be a shot for these other
100,
smaller. Yeah.
100,000%. Just like, that's why the March Madness is so fun.
Yeah.
Because there's these like little schools. I mean,
I know people would say like, "Oh, Notre Dame would have a better chance of beating Oregon or Ole Miss." It's like, yeah, Notre Dame had their shot. I think this is the third podcast in a row I brought this up. Unfortunately,
you're a Notre Dame hater, dude.
I am a we flipped throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean JMU. They've only been in the FBS for like 2 seasons.
The turnaround that they've done.
That's incredible. I mean, that's why their coach. Where is he? Is it
Billy Napier?
State? No, that's a Florida coach.
Oh yeah, he's their new coach now.
Yeah, but where did JMU's coach go?
He went to. We just talked about it last episode.
Is it Oklahoma State?
No, that's North Texas's.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Ole
look
Miss?
it up. I guess. I don't think we're not Ole Miss.
I want to say like Iowa State.
Oh, UCLA.
Oh, he went to UC. He's all the way like across the other side of the coast.
That's kind of fun. I mean, UCLA is pretty bad, but like it's a pretty big name school, man. Going from JMU to UCLA.
We did talk about that last episode then.
Bob Chesney going to UCLA. That's fun.
Yep. So, Matt, who do you think's in the semifinals out of all the teams that we've gone through? I kind of agree with ChatGPT, man. Alabama and Tech.
Yeah.
Although I don't think Alabama's going to have a tough time getting through Indiana at the Rose Bowl.
I mean, I think it's going to be – I think next round it's going to be Oregon, Tech, Alabama, Indiana. I could see Tulane upsetting them. I'm going to go Tulane, Georgia, and Ohio State. And then semis, I mean, I would love to see Tech, Indiana, and I think that's what it's going to be.
I like that.
I don't think Alabama's getting past Indiana. And then Tulane ain't getting past Georgia. It's going to be A&M ain't getting past Ohio State. So it's going to be, the top.
You got 1 through 4 in the semi.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for good reason. The top 4 for a reason.
I think if there's an upset in the fours, in the 1 through 4, I think the only one is Tech getting upset at Oregon or by Oregon.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just because I'm a scared Tech fan.
Dante Moore's a dog. Their offense is crazy, but Texas Tech defense is crazy.
The defense is the only thing keep me in, which is crazy to say as a Tech fan. What's your national championship? You got the top 4, right?
I got Tech, Ohio State.
Tech, Ohio State. And then your national championship winner?
Give me the Red Raiders.
Give me the Red Raiders. Yeah, we're both biased. Yeah, we're a little bit. We're going to tell you where our bias is, all right? We are Texas Tech guys.
I really do think, if I'm not biased, I think it's going to be a rematch of the Big Ten championship.
Ohio State, Indiana?
I think the outcome is going to be the same.
I would actually love to see a Tech, Indiana semifinal just to see Mendoza against our defense and see like our defense against a high power offense. I shouldn't say high power because the stats weren't really there to support that, but a Heisman winning quarterback. Actually, I did see it got put out recently this week as the Heisman was going on. Jacob Rodriguez, the last time he played against Mendoza at Cal, he had a interception and a fumble recovery.
Did he really?
Yeah. So Jacob Rodriguez should have been the real Heisman.
Well.
Yeah.
That bodes well.
So he's in Mendoza's head already. I think he's got it. So
I think it's just hard for there to be some crazy upset in the college football playoffs. It's harder for a football team to upset,
right?
A better football team than it is for like March Madness for a lower seed to upset a higher seed.
That's fair. All right, let's get into some other sports real quick. Let's get out of college football. We just did a pretty good segment on college football.
Hey, this is the biggest.
We're getting to it. You're going to get a heavy dose of it the next couple
time
weeks.
Of the year for it.
Yeah. All right, next stuff going on this weekend. We have a big boxing fight. Jake Paul taking on Anthony Joshua in a heavyweight boxing match on Netflix this Friday, December 19th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. the main card at least will be starting at 7 p.m. I don't know exactly when Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua are fighting. People are saying this is the first real test for Jake Paul. Anthony Joshua is 6'6" and about 245 pounds, what he's expected to weigh on fight day. He is a 36-year-old British boxer, Olympic gold medal. He won the Olympic gold medal at the 2012 London Games. He's a two-time unified world heavyweight champion, and unfortunately, his last fight was 15 months ago when he was knocked out by, I'm going to mess this name up, Daniel Dubois, who was 6'5", 249 pounds in round 5. Jake Paul is 12-1 since turning up into a pro boxer with 7 knockouts. He was originally set to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, who is about a foot shorter and about 100 pounds lighter than Anthony Joshua. And Jake Paul will be 6'1" and weigh about 220 on fight day. So there's the little breakdown. I think this is going to be a good fight. People are saying it's going to be rigged.
Of course, like every other one he's fought.
I don't think this is going to be rigged. I kind of love that people hate on Jake Paul. Disney Channel kid, dude, going out there making a name for himself.
He's a clown.
You know what? I respect him for what he's been able to commit to like the boxing world.
Clown.
But I know a lot of people would love to see him get knocked out. I don't know exactly what the other cards on this fighter.
I think Tank Davis would have beaten
that would have been a good fight, but Anthony Joshua, really. There's not. After fighting Mike Tyson last time, people were like, Mike Tyson was old, whatever. Yeah, I was like, that was kind of sad to watch. All the old heads were like, he's lucky he didn't fight Mike back in the day. I was like, didn't you guys say like Mike Tyson was going to handle him? And I think we proved that 60 is 60 when it comes to boxing.
I've seen some clips where he pulled his punches a little bit. But
I don't think he pulled his punches. I think he's just old.
Brother.
Is the younger guy won that one. It's boxing. It's a young man's sport. Everyone thinks this fight's rigged. It is sanctioned by the Florida Athletic Commission, so whatever that means to you. I think it's still called the American Airlines Center in Miami, Florida. It's not the one here in Dallas.
Dude, Anthony Joshua's getting paid $92 million for this?
Yeah. Okay, you're a little ahead of me, but yeah, the expected purse is about. There's not an official number, but it's expected to be around $130 to $184 million total. And each are expected to make probably $92 million, Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul each. So pretty big payday. This fight is also going to be 8 rounds at 3 minutes. So it's not, I think normal boxing rounds are 12-5, I believe, or it's 12-3. But yeah, it's not going as much. And they are wearing 10-ounce gloves. I think that's what normal boxing uses. So this is a pro fight. I think 12 is like the bigger one.
Rigged.
So yeah, we'll see. I think
if you're getting paid that much,
it's
going to be tough to say that it's.
I will definitely tune into this because it's got my attention. This isn't just some pushover like Jake Paul's normally fought. This is going to be a real boxer, heavyweight. He's a heavyweight champion. He is 36, but I still think like 36 at 6'6", 245 pounds. He's going to have about 25 pounds on Jake Paul and about 5 inches. So
that's a lot.
That is a lot. I mean, if you see the weigh-ins, Jake Paul's looking up at him.
Yeah, so if he wins, I mean, boxing is a reach sport. You need reach, man. Reach usually wins, right?
As someone that just went back and watched Creed, that's not true. That's a fictional movie.
All right, dude.
Is anyone,
to be fair, Rocky did beat Siberian Express.
As someone that's watched Rocky, your cab, it's not a reach sport.
Yeah, but I mean, gold medal though.
Gold medal, yeah.
Granted,
but that was in 2012,
like 13 years ago.
Yeah, so
hey, you go tell him. You go tell him he's washed now.
This is Jake Paul to a T. He's a good salesman. This fight has got me intrigued, and
Is he ever gonna fight? Is he gonna fight an actual professional boxer his age?
I don't know if anyone will. Like Tank Davis was supposed to be the one that fought him, and then somehow that fell through.
Would.
You got to make sure the name can pull in numbers. Like I don't know. He did say Ryan Garcia was scared to fight him, and I was like, I don't think that's true. But you know what? Shout out. It takes a lot to step in the ring, especially with someone of Anthony Joshua's size. So come Friday, I will be watching this. I'll be interested to see.
I'm not saying Jake Paul's a freaking pushover or anything. Yeah. He definitely trains legitimately.
Sounds like you're calling him out.
I'll fight him. Give me 6 years. I'll fight him.
There we go. I think it'll be a good boxing match. But yeah. We'll see. I think that's all we want to talk about, Jake Paul. Matt, go ahead. What's up with the NBA Cup? Let's do a little
NBA Cup finals. Yes.
Keep it. We don't want to do too much NBA. I'm just
Why?
messing with you. I'm just gonna keep saying until after Christmas.
Already talked about NBA anyways.
Oh,
I mean,
after,
we're so early in the season. It doesn't really even.
it's the NBA Cup, man.
Yeah.
This is what
So
Jordan was all about.
NBA Cup finals tonight. It's actually kind of halfway through the third quarter now. But New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs.
Who's winning
Spurs
right now?
actually to make it. Spurs are up 5, but to make it actually, I think 2 nights ago, the Spurs beat the 24-1 OKC Thunder. 111 or 109. Good game from them. This game won't count against their regular season record. This is just like a fun little tournament that Adam Silver has.
Wait,
now.
does the whole tournament not count against the regular season record,
No,
or
just
the
the
championship?
championship.
Okay.
Yeah. So winning team, each player gets $500K. Roughly, it's a little more than that, but runner up makes a little over 210. I think it's like 212 something. Knicks coming in on a 5-game win streak. Like I just said, Spurs got the momentum of beating a record-setting OKC Thunder team.
That was a great ending to the game.
Yeah, Wemby is actually, I think he's coming off the bench. He's got minute restrictions. He had minute restrictions, came off the bench against the Thunder. They still won. I think he had like 22 points in 20 minutes, something like that.
Obviously, this will come out like,
Yeah, it's just going to be.
We won't have the final score here, but I do want to say, just like the NBA Cup, I think that's cool what they've been able to do. Because these games normally, like, look at me, like I don't even care to talk about the NBA until after Christmas. So they've made a way for like people to care a little bit, and the way they're able to offer incentives. I know, didn't the Lakers win it last year, and LeBron treated it like it was an NBA Finals? Yeah,
maybe. But I will, to be fair, that OKC Spurs game, that felt like, I watched a little bit of it. It felt like a Western Conference Finals Game 7 type. I mean,
yeah,
it was
when
a 2-point game.
Buy in.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously OKC wants to keep that 24-1 record. I'm sure they want to make the finals,
right?
Cup finals. But Spurs came in. Stephon Castle, who's a second-year player. The Spurs really good. I think he's their X factor tonight.
I heard in that game he was talking a little bit of his shit to the OKC.
He was, as he should. I mean, Stephon Castle is saying like they go into each game thinking like, we're unbeatable. Kind of like OKC is. So good for them. It's gonna be hard to beat Wemby even when he's on minute restrictions. So
well, cool. I think that's where we will wrap up the episode. Right? Is that all we had on the NBA Cup?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and wrap up the episode. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe over on the YouTube. YouTube's been killing it lately. And also, make sure you turn on notifications so you get notified when a new episode gets released, especially on a Thursday like we've been doing. Follow us on Spotify. Be sure to rate the podcast. Helps us out a lot. If you want to stay up to date on anything podcast related, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Shout out to our TikTok and Instagram. We just hit over 100 followers on both of those platforms. Had a clip do pretty well over there. If you want to follow us at Brodie Pod, like I said, we'll post updates and stuff there. And with that, we will see everyone next week. And God bless, Matt.
Love you guys.
There we go.